You don't see that every day.
You need to turn left at the next junction.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
I need you to take a left at the next corner.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Okay, at the next corner, go right.
Take the next left. Take the next left. Take the next left. Go right, just now.
Okay, so go left at the next one. You need to turn left at the next junction.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendes.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that matter?
So you don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Detective, I was first on scene.
Somebody going to tell us what the hell is going on?
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Officer Gonzalez, badge 994. Victim of white female gang.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Thanks very much for your help.
What's this mark? A cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
The ligature mark is very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Detectives, R&I says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence? I'm stumped. Ideas?
Ignore.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
But you can tell me what's going on.
You turn right now. It's left at the next intersection. There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? You know, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Run, you fucking idiots!
Take the next left.
So wait for the next turning and go right. Around to the right. You're taking the next left. Okay, so go left at the next one. Up ahead, you make a right.
Take the next right.
Up ahead, you turn left.
Stop. Turn back the other way.
Take a left. Up ahead, you make a right.
Take the next right. Almost there now.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're going to have a look around.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight. My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Incidental.
Work boots. Size 8s. Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body. No sign of a wedding ring.
Nope.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. Mommy always wore her golden butterfly.
I know this is a tough time for you, Michelle, but you should really try and help the police.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
You know anyone who wears a smallish men's shoe who had a major grudge against your wife? Is there something you would like to tell us, Hugo?
No, I do not. You finished making hints?
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You got any way of confirming this story of yours?
You son of a bitch. You come here making all these accusations.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Was your wife unreliable?
No.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
What happened, Hugo? You got any theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
The car park by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, God damn it.
I think you set this up, Hugo. I think you kicked up a fuss about staying home for an alibi. Then you followed your wife and murdered her.
You're out of your mind coming in here making accusations like that. Come out into the yard and I'll make you take that back, mister.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on it.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
Enough running, Hugo. Hands where we can see them.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the cat.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Galloway.
Thanks, ma'am.
Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Could we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting at the police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted... Kill some wives in my day.
Lex Parsimonii.
Any Central Unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam.
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
There he is, officer. Throw away the key.
A skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer.
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir. I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help. Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
The guy that was pretending to be dead?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247. I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Mahler homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thank you.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now. Up ahead, you make a right.
I don't know about this. My gut says Mueller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
It's left at the next intersection. I never said it wasn't Mueller. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not in immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Belmont. Attaboy, up there you go right now. Up ahead, you make a right.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up for something else.
You really want to run that risk? Keep on going through here. Okay, at the next corner, go right. And left. Take a left. Up ahead, you make a right. You don't need to turn here. Up ahead, you turn left. Take the next left.
Vamos, amigo. Obrigado. Obrigadíssimo. Agradeço muito pelo like.
So wait for the next turning and go right.
Vou ter que ir à morgue descobrir quem é que matou. Pá, preciso de provas. Matar uma senhora, uma gaja, não sei. Só que não sei onde é que é a morgue. Acho que é aqui.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Opá, é pena, mas olha. Pá, eu percebo. Eu percebo algumas coisas que eles dizem, mas pronto. Às vezes erro nos questionários, nas perguntas, mas pronto.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Mas com o decorrer do jogo tu sabes, tipo, as provas. Já experimentei aquele, eu acho que é aquele Luffy que ela morreu, está ali atrás naquele carro, na mala do carro.
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Mueller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
We've got to nail this guy.
Vais fazer live do quê? Já tenho aqui o meu carro. Era aqui atrás na mala que tinha a coisa. As cordas. Eu trouxe o próprio carro. Esconderam as cordas que esganaram. Que enforcaram a gaja. Agora não ando com o carro da polícia, não. Até para ir levar aquele, mas. Eu aqui sou polícia. O jogo está muito fixe.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent.
Sim, mas vai jogar em que plataforma?
Funny job, that. The coroners.
How so?
No, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
Ah,
No, if I
PC.
close one eye and
Pá, eu podia jogar no PC, mas.
about make out the print.
Opa, eu não curto Warzone, experimentei, mas. Opa, não curti muito, a sério. Estive a experimentar e tudo, não curti, desinstalei logo o jogo. E para PC posso instalar também, mas eu não curti o jogo, não curti muito. Gosto de jogos com história, futebol, etc. Sim, é um hábito, mas por exemplo, tu no PC consegues matar mais fácil com coisa. Eu tenho aqui o meu PC, não morro muito, eu nem morri no jogo. Só experimentei mesmo o jogo. Não curti, assim. Prefiro tipo H1Z1. Mas tipo, eu tenho o volante G29, tenho os pedais, tenho as manetes para jogar a truck e. Opa, não tenho jogado, não tenho apetite para jogar. Gosto de jogar assim jogos com mais história.
Yes, folks, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance.
Opa, o meu PC não trava. Eu consigo jogar a truck no máximo.
Whichever way it goes.
Consigo jogar tudo. O meu PC é um PC gaming. Fui eu que montei. Em termos de gráfica, motherboard, etc. Pá, não é? É um i5. Bem, acho que tenho que interrogar aqui qualquer coisa.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
You down on your luck, Eli?
Sim, aos pouquinhos, é assim. Mais vale comprar, montar um PC, uma caixa bonita e tudo, que está à volta de 20 euros, 40 euros. Mais vale montar um PC, peça a peça, aos poucos, porque tu compras nas lojas, Vorten, Chipset, etc. Tu estás a comprar tipo a marca. E és bom dinheiro por isso.
What kind of job, Eli?
Working fishing boats, odd jobs around the
Tipo,
boat
comprares sei lá, um computador da Apple.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
Estás a comprar a marca porque não vem quase lá nada dentro. Não vem uma gráfica boa, não vem nada.
I can't say.
Eu não jogava muito do PC, nem ligava nada à Playstation. Agora estou a ligar mais à Playstation do que ao PC. Eu tenho 8 GB de RAM e 16 na gráfica. Sei lá se vou acusá-lo, se vou dizer bad cop, vou dizer bad cop.
Mrs. Muller was strangled with a triple braid. Give me something, Eli.
Eu comprei um ASUS, mas não tinha nada. Eu é que estou a mudar as coisas. Lá está. Estás a gastar 2 vezes dinheiro. Estás a gastar duas vezes dinheiro, entendes?
You
É o
killed
que eu quero
Mrs.
dizer.
Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. Ain't
Mas
there
vale
nothing
aos
like
poucos
that.
comprar, por exemplo, a caixa, depois no mês a seguir, ou quando se tiver algum dinheirinho de parte, comprar uma motherboard, disco rígido e a partir daí. Sei lá, bad cop ou good cop, ele está estranho. Bad cop.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
E o que é que tu valeu gastar 700 euros?
I saw that car come
Eu
up the
conheço um
parking
amigo
lot
que
late
comprou um
last night.
Asus
Man
por
got a
também
change
600 e
here, put his
tal euros, pensar
coveralls in the
que ia
trunk.
jogar jogos de
I
recentes
saw
e
him drop a
tudo,
butterfly in the lamp
e só
light,
tinha
just pulled
Asus e
out.
nem gráfica trazia.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an
Ei,
evil
acertei
man.
numa
I think you try
pergunta,
to pass off
numa
your pain to
questão.
other people. I can't make you for this case.
Por isso é que eu
My
digo, mais vale
contribution
comprar
is that
uma
I don't think you'll be out of
caixazinha,
prison for very
a
long.
placa, que é a
You can
placa
count on it,
mãe,
shitbird.
uma
By the way,
gráfica.
Eli, the captain and the
Depois
hat
tens isso
card like
tudo.
to
Se não
talk to you
souberes montar,
next.
vais a uma loja e eles
Any
montam
idea
aquilo
what they
em
might want to talk
uma
about?
hora. Depois instalam
With my
tudo.
money, Hugo Muller's our number one suspect. The
Oh,
evidence is
trouxe, o teu
solid.
trouxe,
I
mas
think it's
não
time
é
to
assim. A gráfica que eu tenho eu dei 70 euros por ela. E é 16 gigas. Tem 3 ventoinhas, aquilo quase nem cabe dentro do computador.
Door knocking all morning.
Here's where we
I
stand.
got to make in the car in the end.
Your next door neighbor heard
Eu não sei
screaming
se estás a
coming from the
perceber, eu acho que
house.
estás a
You were
perceber
burning your
o que eu quero
blood-stained
dizer.
shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test, I can prove it.
Vou acusar o gajo porque ele tinha as botas. Mas ele, a girar, só precisa de um SSD para a frente, mudar o processador. Estou sim a entender. Lá está, eu também mudei um processador, quer dizer, neste caso tenho dois. Tenho o normal, que era o que vinha também, e guardei esse. E eu instalo os jogos todos no SSD. Então os jogos ficam muito mais rápidos.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
You're full of shit, Hugo. You want us to feel sorry for you? We feel sorry for your wife.
Eu vou acusar
The
este
blood
gajo porque
came
este gajo
from the wound in your wife's head.
tinha as botas 44, as botas 8. Lá está, as botas 8, número 8. Não. Mas há um bocado ele tinha na casa dele. 6, não sei o que, putz. Pois.
You don't want to catch the real guy. You just want to blame me.
Devia ter feito esta pergunta há um bocado em casa dele. Deu X. Ok, amigo, um abraço.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Olha, quem sabe, não sei se gostas da Among, podíamos jogar, eu tenho jogado no telemóvel. Criar uma sala só para português e jogar Among e fazer umas lives da Among dá muitas visualizações.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, blood-stained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler. Hugo Mueller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
We captured 2 regular armies.
Lieutenant!
Bell, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
あなた方の階層と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
キスマ、何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
What are we waiting for?
Her husband and then push him in front of the car? That's the cop who caught her.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
I'm sorry, sir. Police officer, I need your car.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Alicia between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Take the next right.
So wait for the next turning and go right. You're taking the next left. Take a right. Straight on.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Carruthers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails. Kiss the blood, BD. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered, naked.
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
May as well follow the trail. Antonia. Huh, same as the library card. I'm at a loss.
Take a look around and see what you can find.
So what next?
Take a look around and see what you can find.
I got friends who work.
Another day, another dollar.